Okay, so here we are. Okay, let's see. Shall I go outside? We have the one-eyed demigods of Earth. One-eyed they are one-eyed. And they represent, yes, we think they do. It's nearly the sun's. Should be going down. It's getting very late. It should be nice and quiet for a bit, but of course they play possum. You know, everything is artificial intelligence, so the planes and everything comes according to them watching you. So as I stand here, you know, planes have been going over, but when I come out they stop. But they won't be able to stop for long because they are like, they have to keep you under their control. So we have stalkers on the other side of the road walking past. I say stalkers because they basically are. Let's see if I can get outside here. I'll just go outside the front door. As soon as I come outside the front door, as soon as I hit and look straight up at the sky, here it comes. Is that right over my head or what? Is that like right over my head or what? Okay. Yes, someone said yes, or at least I heard some acknowledgement. Birds are twerping. Don't forget that everything is controlled by this matrix, which is difficult to comprehend that everything is, but everything is. It's the front of the place there. We've got a little bit of greenery going on there, which is good, because that's been that greenery has been stopped from growing there for quite a few years, but it's finally overridden the matrix a little bit. By that I mean, or maybe they just don't care anymore around here about whether that particular little bit of bush grows or not, because normally they get rid of everything. See how like that was a great big bush thing there and they got rid of it? Because if I come out and I like the greenery, there's a plane right in front of me, right in front of my line of sight. Won't be seen because it's going through too much cloud cover. But you know, that's you know, just going to show you the green here. Not quite sure why you know, sometimes they can use like crickets and cicadas and birds to make an incredible din if they think that the traffic patrol system isn't bringing you mentally and emotionally down enough. In other words, keeping you at your lowest human frequency and vibration. Or in other words, not very happy, you know, in what we call a depressed state. Most human beings think that their depressed state is relatively normal, just as I have most of my life. This is because you're very conditioned to think that the reality around you is normal when it's a controlled environment. It's a non-human depressive environment really, but it gives the impression that it's normal and a benefit to you. You only realise this when they show it to you in a negative manner. Otherwise, you actually tend to blame your own mental problems and your bad experiences for it. But all that is controlled too, or in other words, it's set up. How you react, of course, to life is still up to yourself. But if you're in a depressed state, and if you've, like they say, conditioned from the day you're born, you don't really understand how to handle the more beneficial higher vibrations often. Oh, that wind is very pleasant. It's cool. Of course, it's been very warm, and that's good. Yeah, they're not sending the planes as frequently as what they normally do when I'm like, oh, my mistake. My mistake, they actually are sending the planes as frequent, or just as right over my head. It's coming for me. This is an army plane. That is actually an army plane, even though it looks like a passenger plane, but these planes follow you all over the suburb of Leichhardt in the city of Sydney in the country of Australia. And just as the traffic is nothing but a human suppression control system around you, with its light and sound show controlling your every emotion continuously, literally moment to moment. Okay? Just going to stop here because I could film this for the next 4 or 5 hours and it'd just be the same, plane after plane. If you go down the street, then you have see, on my sensors I can now hear another plane coming into my sensors, but the mobile won't pick it up. But there it goes actually, but it's too far away to pick up. See, right in front. See, they like patrolling around me, over your head and then circling around. That's but they can change things if they want to make it look more plausible. There isn't always a what we call, like if they're doing all these things, they always have a cover for it. Every single thing has a cover. But when it's excessive and moment to moment, that's how I know, and you would know if you experienced it, if you're in my shoes, that it's not real and that it's set up and staged. Whereas if you only had like the odd vehicle making a loud noise, you would not realise that.